No, I didn't even know actually about the #2 ranking, so that's new to me. I'm, focused on what I'm doing here this week, trying to play well and get far now. After coming through the first round, obviously that was always the first goal, and then try to get on a roll a bit, and that's what I've been able to do. I've played better and better as the tournament went on, and it's tough conditions today with a lot of wind and so forth, but I've had so many times a lot on the line that this is no different tomorrow, so it's going to be a tough match. Berdych is playing well as himself, and it's quick conditions, and he can be a big threat obviously in the finals like that. Well, I expect quick points and big shots really from both sides. I hope I can play a clean match on my serve and take it from there, but he can really impose his game, return or with his serve, and that makes him a tough player to play against. Obviously, he got me into very, very big matches in my career at Wimbledon and at the Olympics. I mean, I got him back at the same places, but still, I remember those losses vividly, and I always think we match up pretty well against each other, because of the shot making. Well, I don't know. It's not endless, but it's definitely only going to go up as years go by, and this is obviously an incredible number. I've actually played with Sam in the past, so I know he has a very big serve. I didn't know he was 263 k's an hour strong, but it's definitely big stuff. I'm serving on an average, maximum average maybe at 210, so this is 50 something k's an hour more. It's a big deal, so it helps to be big, strong, and and accurate, I guess. But it's hard for the shoulder to go through that. But I'm sure that eventually there'll be a guy who will break that record too. Yeah, I mean, it's not completely unrealistic in my opinion, because I usually always play well after the US Open all the way to Miami or even the French or Wimbledon. I mean, I've played so many consistent years that to me it doesn't come as a surprise when I'm playing well. Now, obviously, knowing how well Novak played throughout the year, I wouldn't have guessed right after the loss and in the press conference that, hey guys, I'm going to be, the most consistent guys out there. That would have been a bit too much to ask for. But obviously, after the indoor season and winning 3 on the trot, through Basel, Paris, and London, obviously, I knew that my game's on, and I actually thought I played great already at Wimbledon, in Paris last year, at the US Open as well. So it was just some tough losses, It was just a rough spell for me there. No, I didn't see actually much of the Djokovic match, to be honest. I watched like the last couple of games, but other than that, I was preparing, warming up and all that stuff. I more looked back at the matches, that I played against him. I mean, I played him at the French Open last year, so that gave me some, some idea. And then obviously, just speaking with Severin and Paul, it gave me, complete clearness of how I was going to try to play and see if it was going to work out or not.
Roger, you took a long break, 5-6 weeks holiday. As you said, you're going from strength to strength here. I mean, is this pure vindication for the choice that you made to opt out of some of the play and just?
Well, I mean, look, it all worked out, So when you win, it's always easy to answer any question, really. I was a couple of points away from losing in the first round. Then talks would have been very different, in the pre-tournament press in Rome. So I'm very thankful that it's not the case, that I'm answering an easy question right now. But look, I believe in phases of planning a schedule. I mean, I was hurting, I was tired at the end in Miami. I mean, I had a chance to do well, but Roddick got me, and played well. It was a close match at my chances, and I just knew it was time for a rest. I pushed it till the limit, and then I knew it doesn't matter what happens, I'm not going to change any rankings or any points or whatever it is. It may be in Monaco. I need a rest, so it's what I do. I'm not 23 years old anymore. I have family. I like to plan things out and come back strong when I feel like I'm ready to play again. And it couldn't happen better than right now, just to come back and right away be in another final. So things are going really well for me, and it would be amazing to win the tournament here again tomorrow. and then actually Madrid has always worked out really well for me. I think this was my 8th straight semis. I didn't even know that, so that also goes to show that I guess I play really well here. Well, I mean, the home crowd is only back in Switzerland, but I do believe that I have a lot of respect, from the Spanish fans. It's the same thing for Raf or other, great rivals I have from Spain who come to Switzerland. They respect them the same way, because they know, how much we respect each other, like each other, and I think people enjoy, our rivalry. Just because I'm from Switzerland doesn't mean, or I'm his main rival, that they don't like me. I actually feel when I walk around that many people are really friendly to me and very supportive, and call me really nice things, which is very very nice, obviously, in a country where I do have so much rivalry from, and I really appreciate that, and I try to be as thankful as I can be by thanking them every single time when I finish a match.